Do you like to mix through a console with faders, or do you like to mix in the box?
Recently, I've been mixing in between that. I've been going out, taking Pro Tools out and taking 16 outputs and going into a dangerous 2 bus. And then from there I will go. So I'll take that out analog into a 2 bus, and then I'll come out of that 2 bus and go to a stereo compressor, sometimes a Focusrite Red, or an SSL compressor, and then I'll go into another Pro Tools system and mix on that. So I do break it out, but the dangerous box is something that doesn't have faders. It's actually just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Though you can set mono, or you can set +6. So I split it out like that, and I find we're talking slight esoteric little things. I find that I like the way Pro Tools puts out 8 stereos as opposed to it's summing everybody down to just 2. And I've actually A-B'd things that were done the 2 separate ways, and I like it when it's been split out. And people have been able to hear it, and I've been able to hear split out ones compared to in the box. Though I do them inside the box too, because it's a whole new thing, this with the HD system and with all these DOS now that the computers are fast enough to be able to handle it. That's what it's really come down to. Though I like it, so to sum it up, I do like splitting it out.
How do you set yourself up when you're getting ready to mix? How do you set up your plug-ins?
Well, you know what?
Do you use templates and stuff?
Well, what I'll do is I'll set up. I have like I'll have templates that have plugins, and the templates will be all the drum sets, all the drums, and then what I will do is I will import all the plugin settings and the IOs from the template into the song, and that's how I'll start with it. But it doesn't necessarily stay there. I mean, so many times I've mixed on an API console. When you walk in and you got the API, and it's wonderful. So you're going along and you say, geez, I just need a little bit different kind of EQ on this, and then I want you to get the Massenburg on it or one of the other EQs. Well, that's the same type of thing in Pro Tools. I will pick the EQs that I think that I normally would use on a drum kit and vocals and all that. And then when I come up to each one of them and I'm setting it, I'll say, well, geez, maybe I should use something else, and then I can do it. But instead of starting from scratch every time, which ends slowing you down a lot.
Mm-hmm. How does a good board and a good mic pre help your drum sound?
Oh, no. I mean, that good mic pre's and good mics and a good signal chain is just about as important as a good set of drums. I mean, it is just as important. I mean, and even if you've gotten all these beautiful mics, if you're going through a lumpy or a dull or a slow attack mic pre, there's nothing you can do about it. It's so important. The mic pre's are so important. It's great that the companies are starting making little single channel things for people to be able to buy, so you can get yourself a decent mic pre and get some decent recordings.
Mm-hmm. Is there an EQ setting that you find yourself using on kick drum a lot? Do you roll out the middle, add some?
Oh yeah. There's always like something on a kick drum. I'll start rolling off. I'll roll off around 500, and then I'll just start slipping it down, moving it down until I feel it in the right place. Though in the end, it all is. I will get a drum, when I'm mixing, I'll get a drum sound up, I'll say, yeah, that's rocking. And then I will start adding up other instruments, and the drum sound I will find, because of the instruments taking up spaces, will need some amendment, and I will always go back and amend the drums. But I like to set the drums, to me, they set like a fidelity level, in the sense that when the drum kit is up, I have the bottom of the foot, so I know how far down he's going. And then I got the top of the cymbals, and I know how far up that's going. And if it's other than a tambourine or something, a triangle, I have the top to bottom frequency response of the whole song, because this will represent the highest frequency and the lowest frequency, and then so that'll give me a tonal color, and that's why I'll do the drums first. Though then I'll start bringing things in, and as the mix develops, the tonal color of the drums will tend to have to be addressed again, and I will go back and address that. That's the type of thing that's happened.
Do you roll off the mid-range in 400 or 500 cycles to make room for
That's right.
vocals?
That's
and
exactly
things
it.
like that?
Right. And also, as you bring up the drum, the bass drum, and if you wanted to get some chest, and you want it to poke, at that volume, it takes up just too much energy. Exactly. It comes down to making some space for other instruments.